bits and pieces. I'm gonna loop this actually, because this is a nice beat. Turn down the rain sounds just a wee bit. Increase the bass in the background for y'all wearing headphones. Okay. So yeah, let's get into it. Hikaru no Go. And I have the English version here too, which is amazing, right? That I am so resourceful. And the links are in the Pride Discord under ideas for Japanese streams. But yeah. So Jump Comics, it is a Jump comic. Oh right, I want to turn on dark mode for this for my poor eyes. Perfect. And if you double click, it'll like zoom in. Perfect. So this is the table of contents. Your boy isn't gonna translate this because you know I'm here we go. Descent of the Go Master from a level Descent of the Go Master. Actually, I want to compare it. Kisei Korin. Kisei Korin. So this is characteristic for Go, or character for Go. It's pronounced ki, like shogi. It's the same ki in shogi, or so on, but it can also mean like go player kind of thing. So Kisei is, I think, even a title. I think there's a Kisei title for Go. So Kisei is like Go Master, and then Korin. Let's look up the word Korin because you know, that's not the right kanji. It was this kanji, right? Descent. Arrival of an important person. Appearance. So that makes sense because this is spoiler alert, the chapter in which we meet Sai. I don't know why I laughed at that, because, you know, lying aside, I'm not vain, I'm just stupid. Okay, and then Harukana Takami. Harukana Takami, what could that possibly mean? From a level beyond. Okay, Harukana is like, we hear that in anime sometimes, and it does in fact mean like from far away, like Harukana Machi. I think I've heard. We'll find out. Yeah, far away, distant, remote, far off. Yeah, Haruka. Well, it's such a beautiful word. Oh, it's pronounced Haruka. Harukana Machi. You are not stupid. Oh, thanks, Kelsey. Hi, by the way. But for y'all that don't know, so Japanese isn't a tonal language like Mandarin. It's a pitch accent language. So there's like I forget their Japanese words, but like atamadaka, heiban, and like one other, nendaka maybe. But so what's raised is pronounced in a higher pitch, and then when it drops, that's when the pitch drops, and then if it doesn't raise again, it stays consistent at that pitch. So we know that ha is higher pitched, and then du and ka are lower pitched, so it becomes haruka, I guess. And of course this is for Hyojingo, or like Edo-ben, so like Tokyo accent, if you will. Hyojingo is like the standard pronunciation, right, for Japanese. Similar how the Midwestern accent is considered standard English accent, and not British English, obviously. Oh, hi again. Thanks for the resubscription. Thank you, Kelsey. You are the most fierce and protective samurai, and I love it. And we're one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. No. But yeah, one step closer to my punk rock visage. But yeah, thank you so much, Kelsey. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I happen to like something called Kansai-ben, which is, well, as it sounds, Kansai is like a region in Japan. So Kanto is like Tokyo area, Tokyo, Chiba, so on and so forth. Kansai is like, you know, Osaka, Kobe, Kyoto, Nara. And they have a different way of speaking, obviously, dialectally. And I've only ever been to Osaka area, Osaka, Kyoto, Nara, Shogo, and so on. So I've picked up like a lot of that, and I really like that accent quite a bit. Even though it's definitely like got mixed reviews isn't the right word, but feelings across the country. But so it's hard for me because when I read this, it's like, oh yeah, this is the correct formal pronunciation of the language. But it and of course, if I speak like this pronunciation guide in Osaka, of course they'll understand me. But it's not their way of pronouncing it. Oftentimes the pitch is actually reversed for Osaka. So like, and I want to make a fool of myself, but like hashi is the word for bridge, maybe, or I said chopsticks. But either way, hashi and hashi. So one is rising in pitch and one's lowering, and one means chopsticks and one means bridge, but it's switched in Kansai, and like it's a quintessential like cheesy explanation and example, but there's a lot of words like that. So but it's okay because I'm a foreigner, so I get the foreigner treatment, which is like even if I speak really crazy Japanese, and plus Japanese is contextual based too, so I don't have to be perfect, and neither do you. That's the meaning behind all of this. I love Foreigner, great band. Yeah, actually, yeah. What? And if you ask me what's my favorite Foreigner song, I have no freaking clue. That's not how my brain works. But yeah, they are a great band. I remember this. Hey Jay, how's it going? But yeah, anyway, Haruka, far away, distant. We'll add that to Misk's study list. I wonder if I can keep. Okay, it's already in it. Perfect. No. Oh wait, I can make a Hikaru no Go study list. Yeah, Hikaru no Go vocab, because that's where I'll get the words from. That's beautiful. Hikaru no Go, perfect. Okay, so we'll track which words we learned from Hikaru no Go. Haruka no takami, so a level high beyond oneself. Yeah, from a level beyond, perfect. Shikatsu no kyusho, so kyusho is like vital point, so vital point of life and death. So Tsumego vital points, I guess. And that's English translated. We'll check the English translations after, so I don't accidentally read beyond. But yurusenai, bogen, unforgivable bogen. So gen is the kanji for, well, to say, but we can imagine it's like a word or a speech. So bogen. What does this bogen mean? Let's find out together. Kappa. Yamero. Kappa te. Reckless remark, rash remark, abusive language, thoughtless words. Bogen. Okay, cool. Well, that's Hikaru no Go vocab. Reckless remark, rash remark. Oh, but there's different kanji too. Mogen mo arushi. But I guess this one's the most popular. Bogen. Okay. So, yurusenai bogen. So, an unforgivable, thoughtless remark or rash comment. Kiba o muku Akira. So I remember the English translation for this. It's Akira, we know is the character from Hikaru no Go. Akira bears his fangs. Kiba is like fang. Where am I from? I'm from the United States. I was born and raised in the United States. From my visage, you may not be able to tell, but my parents are Indian. But I'm, born and raised in the United States. So Kiba is the word for fang. But that's kind of cool. It's like katakana o with this stroke. Interesting. Kiba o muku Akira. So I know the translation, but I don't actually know the words. Like muku is not this muku. It's not this muku either. I wish there was like kanji input, and then I could horribly draw kanji for y'all. Doko yanem. Muku. Did I read it wrong? No, it's muku, right? And I can't copy and paste from this because it's a, it's a PDF. So, so what we'll do, and y'all can make. Oh wait, is it this one? Hang on. Dark. It is this kanji. So, to peel, to skin, to hull, to bear, e.g. fangs. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Muku. And it's written in kanji because, just because, it's apparently a kanji that's totally readable. Although they give furigana too, so, but that's cool. Okay. Dai rokyoku. So kyoku is the counter So if y'all don't know, I'm assuming you do, but Japan has, the Japanese language has a lot of counter words. So dai means like for episodes, so it's like dai ichi wa is a common one. It means like story or episode. But kyoku is the counter for Go games. So obviously this manga is about Go, Hikaru's Go, right? Hikaru no Go. But one game of Go would be called ikkyoku, igo no ikkyoku, nikyoku, sankyoku, so like so on and so forth. So the sixth kyoku, the sixth game, like in Food Wars, right? They have like the first plate, the second plate, that would be like daiichi zara, or daini sara, dai-san sara zara. I don't know how it would rendaku or not, but similarly they have a theme like the sixth game. Ito ryodan, so one blade. This is the kanji for, well, katana, one blade. Ito ryodan. Ryo means both, and dan, I'm not sure, but I have seen the kanji before. Ito ryodan. Ryodan. Let's look up the word ryodan together. Together. Ryodan. Ryodan, I guess, by section. So one sword to I don't know what this would mean. Two halves, maybe, because it's bisect. Something is by definition to cut it in half, right? We'll look it up afterwards. And then tsumego. Tsumego, hey, we know the word tsumego, assuming we're Go players. It just means like tsumego problems, which are like solving Go problems, basically. Sandai, third topic. So dai is one of my favorite kanji. It's really aesthetically pleasing to me. And san is 3, so sandai is like third problem, third topic. We'll find out. So let's find out. So matters of life and death. So shikatsu no kyusho is matters of life and death. Inexcusable, right? So what was that? Yurusenai bogen, right? Was it bogen? Bogen, yeah. So inexcusable, and then what they didn't translate is like, you know, thoughtless remarks. Akira bares his fangs. A decisive blow. Ito ryodan. I wonder if that's like a phrase. Ito ryodan. Yeah, it is. Hey, cutting into with a single stroke. Yo! And it's yoji jukugo. Yoji jukugo means 4 characters, like 4 kanji characters put together, and that makes like a phrase or a kotowaza or like a proverb or something. It's called yoji jukugo. So ito ryodan is taking decisive action, dealing with decisively. Really cool. So I wish I could access these lists. Can I? No. I'm not really fully sure about this page. But anyway, we'll go back to it later. Ito ryodan. That's pretty cool. Ito ryodan. Wait. Ito ryodan. Ito ryodan. It's so embarrassing to say this out loud without knowing how it's said to y'all, obviously. But we'll work on it. But cool. And then the last one is the three problems of life and death. Yeah, cool. Makes sense. So go here. So interestingly enough, the first pages are actually colorized in the Japanese manga, but not in the English one. But anyway, let us read. So first we start with like the sounds of the doors, I guess. So goto and gata. Gata is pretty common, like when something rattling open, like if you open a window, go gata gata gata, like that. Goto, I'm not actually sure, so let's look it up together. Goto. Cheating at pachinko for monetary gain. Probably not that one. Goto. Rumble. This sounds probably right. Rumble. Goto. And then gata gata I already know, so we'll leave that alone. Okay. どれもこれもパッとしないな。どれもこれもパッとしないな。Nothing really sticks out at me. ねえ。Oh yeah. ねえ、もう出ようよ、光る。君悪いよ。 Kimi wa warui yo. So like, ne mo deo yo Hikaru. Hey Hikaru, let's leave already because they're I guess in the attic. Kimi warui yo. Kimi contextually probably means like, I don't know. Let's find out. Kimi warui. Kimi warui. Not that Kimi. This one. Feeling weird. Yeah. So there's a lot of words for like feeling weird, like choshi warui, kibun warui. You know, so many different ones. But Kimi I've never really heard before. So it's N3 level, but it comes up quite a bit. So let's add it. Kimi warui yo. Uda uda yutte nai de akari mo nanika sagase yo. Uda uda yutte nai de. So maybe like don't nag. Don't nag me. Akari, you should also search. Like you also look for something, you know. Uda uda. Let's double check. Excuse me. Going on and about inconsequential things, talking nonsense, idling away the time, dawdling. So probably like stop dawdling. You should, you know, also help me search. Uda uda yutte nai de akari mo nanika sagase yo. Oh, kore nanka ii in janai? Oh, kore nanka ii in janai? It's really interesting because this E is katakana, not hiragana. And they do that like seemingly weirdly, even though E is completely not a borrowed word. They still write it with katakana for sometimes, mind you, sometimes. It's like a stylistic thing, I guess. Oh, kore nanka ii in janai? Like, oh, what do we have here? This could be worth. This looks interesting, doesn't it? And then this is goto again, like a rumble. So rumbling picks up a giant ass thing. Yeah, exactly. Alright, Taz, I have the same point. It's just like a giant freaking gobani just like casually picks it up. Like, also, what is this angle? Like, if you have your fingers like this, nanika. Nah. It feels like there might be a problem if you can just flick something backwards, like, you know, just this teacup. Just oh my gosh, it's so rude. Like, how can you have your shoes on in the attic? I don't get it. We'll find out. Hair tight. Hey Morgano, Arthas. And then we got some lovely art. So let's see how we did. So bang and clatter. Bang and clatter, perfect. Descent of the Go Master. It's all junk. Yeah. Doremo koremo patto shinai na was the Japanese words. Ne Hikaru mo deo yo. Or what was it? Ne mo deo yo Hikaru. Kimi warui yo. I'm getting the creeps. Kimi warui yo. Okay. Oh, come on, Hikari. Stop complaining and help me look. Uda uda yutte nai de akari mo nanika sagase yo. O kore ga what was the Japanese? Yeah, sorry. O kore nanka ii in janai? O kore nanka ii in janai? Maybe this is worth something. Tump? That's not even English. Y'all, I never noticed this when I first read it the first time, but like tump? What the hell? Here to lurk while I fry my brain. That's totally valid. Good luck for your studies, Erudite. Yeah. Wait, Morgano, have you not? Is this your hot take, or have you not read the manga? I love this art style, honestly. A lot. Thank you for easing my pain. I'm using Anki to study. Okay. So I also have Anki for Japanese, but like I have so much backlog because I'm really inconsistent, and you know, committing the things terrifies me. Of course I did not. What do you wait? Of course you did not. Naya. But anyway, look, it's like a real joseki. Look, oh my god, nothing warms my heart more than seeing like real stone placements. Obviously it's a Go manga, so you know if they got this wrong, something's gonna go amiss on the first like 4 chapters. But inside looks super effeminate and so lovely. I want this violet shade of eyes, I think. Actually, maybe it wouldn't match like my persona or my beard, but like, just saying. Sometimes brown eyes, I just, you know. 2 star points. Interesting. But we can't see this corner. Anyway. But look, even the cobwebs, and I mean, whatever. Maybe I haven't read manga a lot. Anki became a chore to me, so I stopped. Yeah, me too, but like, I've only been doing it for a week, so I feel like... Fun fact, so I was on the Color Go server, and there's like a section about yourself, like write a quote or something, and I was looking up cool Japanese quotes, and there's one called Mikkabozu. Mikkabozu means like 3 days like shaved head. Bozu is like bald headed basically. It's like you shave your head to become a monk, but you quit after 3 days. It's a phrase like it's a proverb for like being inconsistent or having no, like you don't see things through to the end, so it's called Mika Bozu. And I'm like, damn, at me harder, ancient freaking Japanese proverbs. Like, I think in the first few episodes of the anime, the placements were consistent, but then they fixed. Oh, what do you mean brown eyes? The only color of eyes that starts with B is blue. Fuck your erudite. これしてる。これしてる。I know this. Yo. Drops, like not drops, but places it down. Yo. 五目並べする台でしょ? 五目並べする台でしょ? So dai is another counter. It's for like bigger objects, like a computer, like a tower, like a computer tower or something like that, or like even, I think even cars would use dai, like ichidai. Gomoku narabe, so 5 in a row. It's the instrument, it's the board for 5 in a row, right? Baka. Idiot. Baka. Igo da yo. 5番とか言うやつだ。5番とか言うやつだ. So it's something called like a goban. Or baka, goban, igo da yo. It's not a 5 in a row board, although 5 in a row is played on this board. It's a go board. I think it's called a goban. Goban っていうやつだ. That is a clean goban. You can't say this. No wonder Sai can't inhabit you. Imagine buying a Kaya goban exclusively for 5 in a row. Honestly. かなり古そうだね。だな。かなり古そうだな。じいちゃんが昔使ってたやつかな。今お宝ブーム。こりゃ、今はお宝ブーム。こりゃ、高値で売れるぞ。Okay. So, かなり古そうだな. It looks pretty old. じいちゃんが昔使ってたやつかな? I guess this is the one my grandfather used to use. 今はお宝ブーム. I never really understood that. So, 今はお宝ブーム might be in my mind. So, takara means treasure and boom is like boom. So like maybe it's like now, like nowadays old things are in, you know, like a retro thing. これは高値で売れるぞ. I can sell this for a price, or this will sell for a high price, or I can sell this for a high price. いいの? 勝手にそんなことして。いいのこの間社会のテストで8点しか取れなくてさ、小遣い止められてんだ。Okay. So, いいの? 勝手にそんなことして。Is it alright to like, you know, 勝手に is a really wonderful word. It means like unilaterally. いいの? 勝手にそんなことして. So, but in unilateral, is it okay really to do this unilaterally or to take this action unilaterally? Is the literal translation. But it's basically like, is it really alright to do with that as you wish, or like, you know, to do with whatever you want? We'll see the English translation too, but いいの, it's fine, says Hikaru. And then goshi goshi. So what's goshi mean? Like maybe like a rubbing thing? Where would it be? I should probably put in both. Goshi goshi. Okay, scrubbing hard, scrubbing clean. Perfect. Goshi goshi. この間社会のテストで8点しか取れなくてさ. So この間 actually kind of confused me, because この間 doesn't, it's not a word, it's actually just like a slang mix of words. So it's supposed to be, in my opinion, I think この間 isn't the actual word, it's supposed to be この間. この間 got shortened to この間. So recently, この間, like just the other day, 社会のテストで, so in the test, the social studies test, I guess, 8点しか取れなくてさ, I only got 8 points. 小遣い止められてんだ. So I guess my allowance has been stopped if I remember, but I don't know the word 小遣い, so we'll look it up. And I'll get to comments here. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydration. Hydration redemption, Jay. I'm reading online. Links are in the Pride Discord under Ideas for Japanese Stream. Both of these are, the English one and the Japanese one. Godzukai. And I'll do one volume every week, I think, but I don't know. Godzukai. It's not a word? Kodzukai. Whoops. Ereno senpai. Ereno senpai. まあとりあえずフォローしてくれてありがとうございます。ようこそ僕の配信へ。Welcome. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. エレノ先生。エレノ先生じゃなくて先輩や。まあとりあえず Welcome. Sounds like my games. What sounds like your games, Kelsey? Kodzukai. Pocket money, spending money. Perfect. Yeah. So it was this one. Add it to our Hikaru no Go vocab list. Kodzukai. Kanji mo. Zu ka zu. I don't know, but まあいいか。とても日本語がうまいですね。いやいや、そんなことないです。まだまだです。ほんまに。Thank you very much for the compliment. でもまあ、そう言ってくれてありがとうございます。ほんまに。So basically, Hikaru only got 8 points on his 社会試験。違う、社会のテスト。So like his sociology test. I don't know what 8 points is, but like it's pretty low, I guess, because his he no longer receives his pocket money allowance. So he's trying to just sell a thick ass goban. Honkai no goban. Wait, let's see. So this is the English one. Sai looking Saiful. Hey, look at that. Umf is how they translated it. Yo. Yo. 五目並べのやつのダイヤ. Don't be dumb, this is a goban. Looks old. Grandpa must have used it a long time ago. Bet I'll get a lot of money for it. Antiques are popular these days. Okay, yeah. So it's the same. So. 今、お宝ブーム。お宝ブーム. Antiques are popular these days. That's pretty cool. You know. Because I only got 8 points on that social studies test. Cool. Maybe you should ask. Oh, so katteni is like, is it really alright to do whatever you want? Maybe you should ask. So you'll notice that in the Japanese one, they don't say like, maybe you should ask. Like that's not translated in the Japanese one. Like that's not there in Japanese. And because I guess this ... Japanese is a contextual language. So if you really say like, katteni sonna koto shite, like by wording it like that, the implied question is like, maybe you should ask someone instead of just doing things katteni, unilaterally. I want a thick goban. Me too. So I've always wanted like a really thick goban, but I don't want one with legs. So I really like Japanese gobans more, but actually I like the nayaro, the Korean goban itself. So because it doesn't have legs, it has like a really thick. It's just a really thick box, ちょっと待って、今イメージを写真を探してます。いや、こんな風なやつやん。いやー、もっと、huh? Sorry, one sec. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, because it opened a new tab. But like stuff like this, you see? 見えないかい。見えんのかい。なんでや。どうしよう。こんな感じかな。Yeah, so you see how it's like a box? I like this box feeling more. But this is totally Japan, so why is it a Japan? There's also a go bowl here, I guess. Anyway, if I have a stupid amount of money, I still wouldn't buy it. I'd probably donate or something. But anyway, that's the style of goban I like more. Taben. Maika. Toriaizu. Okay. But it's cool to see the differences between the Chinese, not the Chinese, the Japanese and the English translations. Just thighs, I get it. Thick thighs. Oh yeah. Okay, いいの。Okay. 8点。めっちゃ落ち込んでる顔してるな。落ち込んでるそう。I don't know. More like, bruh, come on, 8 points. Like, can you Only 8 points? それにしても全然落ちないな。落ちないぞ. Okay, sorry. So Hikaru is still young, right? So he talks like shonen. So he uses like zo a lot and stuff, so I'm not really used to reading it. Okay. それにしても全然落ちないぞ。この汚れ。汚れってなんかないよ。汚れってなんかないよ。綺麗じゃない？汚ねえよ。So, anyway, that aside, Zenzen, not at all. So the stain, yogore, stain, the stain won't come off at all. It's not stained. What do you mean? It's beautiful, isn't it? What? What are you smoking? It's not literally what are you smoking, but like, kitane yo. Like it's freaking dirty. 6 points it is. 6 points. Nande? Yokoso. 相棒見ろよここに血の愛この愛はようわからへんけど見ろよここに血の愛みたいな点々とそう見ろよここに血の愛みたいに点々と So look over here what looks like この愛はようわからへん It's like what looks like bloodしかもカタカナの愛ってこうやなindigo color I guess こうなんや Dyer's knotweed Kono indigo yeah I guess probably indigo makes most sense here Probably not I, or AI, so yeah, probably this one. Yeah. Hatsumimi yana. First time I've ever heard it. So. Soいうこと。そう。So, 血の愛みたいに点々と. So 10 means point, right? It's the same like 8点しか取れへんかったから. But this 点々 is like, I guess probably like in drops, like drops of what looks like indigo colored blood. I don't know, but 見てみよう. Let's double check. 確認しましょう. 点々 Here and there, little by little, sporadically, scattered in drops. That's cool. 点々と and it takes particle と N2 kanji. Here we go. Not kanji, but N2 kotoba. Here we go. We're leveling up. Drops. Yeah. Excuse me. どこだってば Where? Here. Where? Here, I'm saying. Like right here. So she can't see it, obviously. 見えるんですか? I don't know what voice to give Sai. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, don't kill me for consistency, but 見えるのですか? Sounds kind of high. どうしよう。見えるのですか? なんか微妙。見えるのですか? It's a little bit deep, but we'll go with that. 見えるのですか? Can you see it? だからさっきVoice acting is hard, y'all. I'm not even trying to voice act, but I want to give at least 3 different distinct voices, right? だからさっきからそう言ってた。言って。だからさっきからそう言って。So can you see it? That's what I'm saying. I've been saying that all along. 私の声が聞こえるのですか? Can you hear my voice? 私の声が聞こえるのですね。うわ、私の声を聞こえるのですね。Like, you can hear my voice. And obviously, dude's dumbfounded. やっぱりそんな愛なんて。So, やっぱりそんな愛なんて。So, Akari is still looking for that stain. But, you know. Your Psy voice is just like the Chinese drama of Hikaru no Go. Yo, I haven't actually watched it yet. I still have to watch that, Jolly River. But I've already forgotten what voice I use for Psy, so we'll find out. But, thanks? Okay. Akari, この暗いの中に誰かいるぞ。誰だ? じいちゃんか? 隠れてないで出てこい。 隠れてないで出てこい。うわ。めっちゃ噛んでる俺。I'm super stumbling a lot, but you know, it's just because I don't read Japanese a lot. So, you know, forgive me. Work with me. Okay. So we translated this panel. Akari, この蔵の中に誰かいるぞ. So, Akari, in this darkness, there is someone. Someone's here. 誰だ? Who's there? Ji-chan ka? Is it you, grandfather? Grandpa? Basically, grandfather. Is it you, grandpa? 隠れてないで出てこい. Like, don't hide and come out. Like, come out from wherever you are. やだ. 何よ、Hikaru. 変なことを言わないでよ. Like, so, gata is like that same, like, shaking, I guess. Gata. And so, Akari is getting freaked out. Like, yada. Like, no. Like, I hate this, basically. 何よ、Hikaru. Like, what gives Hikaru? 変なことを言わないでよ. Don't say weird things, like creepy things. Well, 私帰る. I'm leaving. I'm going home, is what she says. いた. Wow, that's a really intense face. I got distracted. あまねく神を感謝します. So, あまねく神を. So, merciful or kind, gracious? Let's find out. あまねく神を. Widely extensive foreign word, generally, universally? は? あまねく神を. ちょっとわからんな. あまねく. We'll see how they translate it in English. All around, universally. 感謝します. I am grateful. 感謝します. Hikaru's freaked out. So let's see what this page was like. Okay. Why didn't you study? Wait, what did she actually say? 8点 more. She just said more, right? Yeah. More like, geez, Hikaru. Darn it, why won't the stain come out? それにしても全然落ちないぞ、この汚れ. But Hikaru, it's perfectly clean. No, it's not. Look right here. It looks like an old blood stain or something. And in Japanese they said like, looks like a indigo colored blood stain or something. Where? Here. Where? Right here. You can see it. That's what I've been trying to tell you. You can hear my voice. Huh? What? Double take? Oh, that's an old page. Okay. You can really hear what I'm saying? ... There's so many fewer dots here than in the Japanese one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the content you guys have come here for. Y'all have come here for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 dots. 5 dots. 少ないな. I just don't see anything, Hikaru, but this is, you know, she was still looking for it. Hikari, someone's up there. Who's here? Grandpa, is that you? Stop playing games and come out. 隠れてないで出てこいよ. Stop it, Hikaru. You're freaking me out. At last, at long last. Okay, let me see. いた. I thought that would be translated, not translated differently, but different in Japanese. But it just, いた probably in this situation means like, you exist. Like basically someone who can hear my voice exists and see the stains exist, I guess. あまねく神を. To the gods, I offer my gratitude. なんか微妙. But yeah, I offer my gratitude. That part makes sense. Like, 感謝します. Okay, so here we are. The most iconic scene from the manga series. Very. So yeah. What? Dete? Should they? No, it has to be. What? Anyway, this is the face of pure freaked outedness, right? So he's seen the apparition of Sai. 私は今ひとたび So 今ひとただ wait it's the same thing ひとたび現世に戻る私今ひとたび現世に戻る so I can return once again basically現世 like to the real world basically I guess 現世に戻る現世現世に戻る present world from Buddhism cool present Gensho but this is Gensei so but this is from Gensei so Gensei ni modoru present world present age transient world I've heard this a lot recently in anime because there's like you know the stream has started shoot shimatta mae ka you hear it a lot for like isekai anime a lot like Gensei ni modoru like present world like right now. Are you interested in Korean language? Actually, I have some really cool Korean friends and I like the language because it's phonetic, but I haven't really tried to learn it yet. But I'm interested in every language except for French. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I am interested in Korean language, but I haven't been studying it recently. What? No, I'm kidding. Don't leave. Don't unfollow, don't leave. My French people, my rival. Okay. So what's this sound effect? Watong. Like, I don't know what that sound effect is. Mite miyo. Watong. I don't know. Wataon. I have no idea. I don't even know how to type it, but Kappa. Okay. Oh, just katakana O's everywhere. Oh, and then we get this beautiful, you know, look into Hikaru's dental health. Hikaru? どうしたの Hikaru? Ah! Hikaru, what happened? Hikaru, what happened? Like that. Ah! And then she realizes the panic face of Akari. Kya! Hikaru が倒れてる。おじいちゃん、ヒカルが大変だよ。大変だよ。大変だよ。大変だよ。ヒカルが大変だよ。How would you even say it? Because 大変だよ is like affirming something is tough. Anyway, basically, kya is like the sound a fox makes, I think, but like also a scream. Like Hikaru's fainted, fallen over, and he can't get up. Fainted. おじいちゃん、ヒカルが大変だよ。I don't know how to say it to be honest, but Hikaru's in a state, in a pinch, in a pickle. 誰だ? I forgot my voice for Hikaru. 誰だよお前? 誰だお前? Who are you? 今俺の中に? Are you inside me? はい。あなたの意識の中に。はい、あなたの意識の中に I'm inside your consciousness 意識 your mind 意識 your consciousness 意識 so let me double check 意識 consciousness yeah becoming aware 意識する yeah it takes that 意識 what does this mean? I don't know what the circled means. I've never seen that notation, but ishiki. Oh, maybe it's because the shi, it's not ishiki, it's ishiki. So it's like a softer, you know, sound. Ishiki. Ishiki, like consciousness, and he's just like clearly in pain. Okay. Okay. A ghost. Wait, he never says a ghost though, right? I can't get over that face. So that would mean ghost. Okay, fair enough. Your guess is as good as mine. And once again, I'm allowed to return to this world. Allowed to. Gensei ni modoru. That allowed to feeling doesn't come through in the Japanese. It's just like I return once more versus being allowed to return. Fwump. Oh, it's not wa, it's ga. Oh, gaton, not wa. So it looks like wa, but it's actually ga because I didn't see these lines. Gaton. Anyway, fwump. What is, I don't even, oh, I can't even read in English, let alone Japanese. Hikaru, are you okay? Gasp. Ah, gasp. Hikaru passed out. Kya is kya, not like just any kind of scream, but kya, Hikaru passed out. Grandpa, Hikaru needs help. Ah, that's probably a good translation. 大変だよ. Like, yeah, Hikaru needs help. Makes sense. Who are you? You're inside my head? Ah, watashi no naka ni? Okay, inside my head. That is correct. I'm inside of your consciousness. Consciousness? What is that word? Let's find out. So at school, this is the quintessential stereotypical Japanese school building. 6-1. That's some words. Okay. 先日の社会のテストは皆さんあんまり成績が良くありませんでした。So, as for the social studies test yesterday, y'all's scores weren't very good. ので and thus, 今日もテスト行きます。行いますか Okay. 今日もテストを行います。ひど。So the teacher's like, y'all scored some pretty shit scores yesterday, so guess what? You get another test today. That sounds like something Arthur would do as a teacher. And everyone is noticeably distressed and saddened. そんな no way, everyone's saying, like, 汚ねえよ. Yeah, basically the same feeling I had. 汚ねえよ. Like, that's dirty, that's tricky, that's underhanded. はい、教科書しまって. So, shut your books because they're gonna have another test. 汚ねえよな. So this person's still complaining about how underhanded the teacher is, how dirty trick that is. Gata. And Hikaru's having his first hangover as like a 12-year-old boy or whatever. And Nakari's noticing and closes her textbook as instructed. Gata. 頭が重って So 重い is the word for heavy, an adjective for heavy, and omote is like, it's like my head feels heavy. I'm having, like yesterday was hardcore. Basically, it's like, my head is so heavy. I have such a headache. やばこれは I messed up. やっぱこれは昨日の so this is from yesterday after all. テストなんか受けられる状態じゃないつうの. So interesting because it's written as if you say it out loud, right? Okay, テストなんか受けられない状態じゃないつうの。受けられる状態じゃないつうの. So I'm in no position to take a test, and then the tsuno is like, I'm saying, like, this is what I'm grumbling, I'm complaining about, like, I'm not in any freaking position to take a test, I'm saying. ほう。歴史の問題ですか? So Sai is like, is this a history quiz? Gata. Another clambering, clattering sound effect. 出てくんなって言っただろ? 出てくんな言っただろ? 言ったろ? Sorry. 出てくんな言ったろ? Like, and gua is the sound effect. Hikaru's like, I told you not to come out, didn't I? Except for, obviously, as we all know, he screamed this out loud. So naturally, everyone in the freaking class is like, what the fuck? Nani the fuck? Huh? Nan desu ka? Shindo-kun. So this is Shindo Hikaru, right? Shindo Hikaru is Hikaru's full name. So you address people by their last name. Japanese culture 101, as I'm sure everyone watching this would be aware of. Ha? Nan desu ka, Shindo-kun? what gives, Shindo? Like, do you have something to say? Dot 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 dot. Sensei, Hikaru 君は昨日突然倒れて、読めね。What is this? 救急車まで来たんです。救急車まで来たんです。だから今朝もまだ気持ちが落ち着かなくて。Okay, so let's reread that. Sensei Hikaru wa, so Akari's, stepping up for Hikaru, like, yo, prof, teacher, my, learned instructor. Hikaru-kun wa kino totsuzen taorete, so Hikaru passed out suddenly yesterday. Kyukyusha made kitan desu. We even had an ambulance come. だから今朝もまだ気持ちが落ち着かなくて so probably even today, like, he's not feeling maybe he's not feeling calm. I think the literal translation would be like he's not calmed down yet, but it's like the feeling is like, maybe he's not recovered from yesterday. マジかよ、光すげえ. So this is the gata gata again. This is probably like everyone getting out of the chairs and the chairs like scraping against the floor. Gata gata. Majika yo Hikaru. Suge. So everyone's like super impressed, right? Do you all have that experience where like, people ask like, oh, have you ever ridden an ambulance or whatever? That's so cool. I got a homie factor 10 out of 10. Discreetness needs work. Yeah, honestly, like just rat out Hikaru and his drinking problem, Just kidding. Majika yo Hikaru. Suge. 救急車に乗ったのかいいな意味わからん So wow, you even got to ride in an ambulance. That's so cool. I'm jealous. いいなみんな静かに席につきなさい So this is the teacher's voice, like everyone shut up, basically. Everyone be quiet. 席につきなさい Go back to your seats. Be seated again. お前のせいだよこらこらお前のせいだよこら So Hikaru is getting mad at sides. This is your fault. いいか俺が話しかけるまでは絶対出てくるな Okay. いいか俺が話しかけるまでは絶対出てくるな So Hikaru is thinking to Sai, Mayday shiteru. He's ordering Sai like, Ika, listen up. 俺が話しかけるまでは絶対出てくるな Like, unless I call out to you, definitely don't appear. Like, basically don't speak until spoken to, don't show up until I ask of you. Welcome, John. Shout out, John. We're in Japanese, but for y'all that don't know, John also streams Japanese every day. Today he was doing some Final Fantasy sentence mining. Yahoo! I love how is learning Japanese hard? I wish to learn Japanese too. Derflu W, if I mispronounce your name, I'm sorry. It's not hard, but learning by oneself, it just depends on your own personality. I learned in university for 3.5 years. So I'm not self-taught, but it's not so bad grammatically. If English is your native language, I'm going to assume, sorry, but if not, please correct me. But grammatically, it's easier than English. But of course, kanji is hard. But I don't think it's really, really hard, personally, compared to like a lot of hard languages like Latin or Mandarin or something. But that's just my opinion. I love how R are kind of like L, but suddenly Kora appears and you start rolling that R like a mad guy. Kora! Because Kora is like a, Yakuza or like Gaki no, hyogen. It's like a kid's speed. Nobody says Kora naturally. Like, Kora hora yo? Like, just Kora. Like, nobody says it calmly. Like, you have to switch Kora. It's not hard. Just like yo, erudite. Bruh. Time and place. Just like, yeah, fuck. I feel like it's not too hard. There's just a lot of it. Yeah. Like any other language, that's valuable and important. But anyway, Hikaru's just said to Sai, don't freaking come out until I call you. 俺の心は俺のもんだ. Like, my heart is my own. 俺の心は俺のもんだ. お前なんかに渡さないからよ。渡さないからな。お前なんかに渡さないからな. I'm not gonna hand over my heart to you, which is not a romantic saying. It's just like, you know, this is my own consciousness. Because, funnily enough, so you know how you say, like, I feel it, or like, it feels like, how do I say it? Like, how do I explain this? I don't even know how you say it in English, but like, kokoro doesn't always mean physical heart. It also means like consciousness, or like, you know, myself, like spiritual, you know, metaphysical, that meaning. So, ore no kokoro wa ore no mon da. Like, my heart is my own, is like my spirit is my own as well, kind of vibe. Yeah, exactly, spirit, exactly, Artist, that's right. But you hear that a lot, like, kokoro tsuyoi, so yutte kurete kokoro tsuyoi desu. Like, kokoro tsuyoi means like, not, it literally means like strong heart, but it probably means more like strong spirit, or like gives me confidence. It like lifts me up as a person. So that feeling of kokoro and mune, so like mune atsukunaru means literally my chest is getting hot, but that's not what it actually means, right? It means like, you know, moriagaru or something like that, like you're moved emotionally, or like, you know, you're getting riled up. So it's just an interesting concept I want to point out. Okay, so I'm not gonna hand over my spirit to you so easily, says Hikaru. Sonna watashi wa tada. It's not like that at all. I just want to, and then he's cut off like, Henji. What do you say? Like, I'm ordering you around. What do you say? Henji wa hai. And Sai gives in like, hai, like, okay. で、お前の名前なんつだっけ? Oh, なんつ like なんて言うだっけ? So, okay, so this is actually a really cool concept. So, お前の名前なんつだっけ? なんつだっけ? So this in like full on Japanese would be なんて言うでしたっけ? でしたか? Is like なんて言うでしたか? But that shortened, and then even shortened further, so not to like casual speech, but even shortened further, it becomes nansu dakke. Like, what do you call yourself? Nansu dakke. Nanti dakke. Or deshita ka? Fujiwara no Sai. I didn't know Sai had kanji. Sai. This kanji and this one. I'm looking at you, John. Literally, this is me looking at you. No one else. Not any of my other viewers. John, what do these kanji mean? So this is Sayu no Sai. Chigau ka. That's not right. Sayu is left and right, but I know this kanji. Kiraya na kore. Fujiwara no Sai. So Fujiwara actually existed. I don't know if like the Fujiwara clan in Japan actually existed. I don't know if it's this kanji or not, but they're a really powerful clan. But Sai, I just want to know what the Sai kanji means. So let's look it up. There's so many possible readings. Where is it? I know the second one only. The last one is do. Let's look it up with translate.google, I guess. You're probably right. I just don't know. So we'll look it up together. So I'll have this here, and we're gonna try to write badly. Here we go. No problem. Okay. Mr. T, right, is how you use that. I can't really read the second one, so I'm gonna bastardize it, and I'm sorry, this won't be the right stroke order at all, because I can't read the sorry, I'm just trying to make it look the same. I genuinely don't know the character or the stroke order, so this is gonna look ridiculous. Mata ayamaro. I guess it's this. Satame? Satame? So let's see what this is. Sai, female given name. Okay, fair. It's just a name. And the characters are assistants, help. Oh, tsuku. Tsuku, I guess, is the same kanji, right? So we have that copied, but that's where I know it from. Chiga, not this one either. Not tsuku, but nandashitakke? I think it's. Is it tsuku? I totally know this one too as a side part. Taskeru. Taskeru ka. Taskeru, not tsuku. Taskeru. Tashikani, to help. Taskeru. So that's the first part. Assistance, help, and then. Yeah. Tame. That's right. Tame. So let's see what tame means. Yeah. So sake, perfect, advantage. So help, advantage, welfare. Sai is actually welfare. Slightly different from the two kanji. That's fair. I don't know, but that's cool. And of course, we shouldn't read it as like each one individually, because together as a name is recognized as Sai, like as a female given name. But that's cool that they specify a female given name. I don't know. Interesting. Very interesting. とりあえず藤原のサイ変な名前何も wait what 何者だサイ変な名前何者だ like Sai, what a weird name, which you should never say to someone, like what the fuck. 何者だ what are you, basically, what are you? And here we get into the backstory. It's kind of fitting. He's helping Hikaru in his destiny to be a pro Go player, kind of. Yeah, exactly. He exists to help, basically, right? Heian no Miyako. Miyako, 確かに。平安の都で、Okimi, I guess, because this is Kimi kanji. Okimi ni Igo o oshiete arimashita. So this is a lot of technical wordage. Heian is like the period, Heian period, right? No miyako de. So I guess it's like Bu, right? So miyako. So in the palace, yeah, miyako is like palace, right? I'm pretty sure. Is that a different? Anyway, we'll figure it out after we look it up. Let's look it up actually. Forehead, and we're reading the English one too to make sure we're not off base. Miyako, capital. Formal seat of government, or former capital, Kyoto, seat of government, location of imperial palace. Okay, Miyako, capital. You sound so convincing. Really? Thank you. I appreciate that. Japanese names are always so cool. Yeah, honestly. Okay. Heian no miyako de Okimi ni Igo o oshiete arimashita. Okimi, I don't know. I assume it's like, not emperor, but like, you know, Okimi. I've never heard this word. Okay, well, you know, hey, guess it is emperor. That's fine. We'll add that to our vocab list. And again, shout out for John for showing me this variant on Jisho. Jisho means Japanese, or dictionary in Japanese, but Lorenzi's Jisho is a modified one where it's just a lot more information, including the pronunciation. So this would be Okimi. Okimi, or conversely, Okimi. I don't know. Can you give a link? Sure. I use Jisho sometimes. Yeah. I use Jisho too. I love it too. But sorry. Don't mind me just making some noises. It's fine. Okimi ni igo o oshiete arimashita. Oshiete orimashita. That's what I was wondering. Arimasu doesn't really make sense here, but oshiete orimashita. So this is kenjogo, polite / humble speech in Japanese. So basically, Sai was a Go instructor to the emperor during the Heian period in the capital. Heian? Igo? So, you know, youngin Hikaru is struggling to realize or figure out what this means. Heian? Igo? 毎日囲碁を打っていた私はとても幸せでした。 So 毎日囲碁を打っていた私はとても幸せでした。So wow, look at that placement, so sexy. I wish my middle finger was long enough to just attach a stone like that, but basically, I was happy because, you know, every day I was able to play Go, is what Sai is saying. This is interesting. Ogema kosumi ikken tobi. That's interesting. And boshi, cap. Okay. 私以外にも、sorry. 私以外にもう一人大君の囲碁指南役がおりました。私以外にもう一人大君の囲碁指南役がおりました。So apart from me, there was one other ego instructor. I guess. I don't know the word. Shinanyaku. So yaku is like roll, I guess. And nan means south, I think. So shinanyaku, this shi part, I'm not really sure what it means. And I don't know what it means together. So let's find out. Shinanyaku. It's kind of fun to say. Shinanyaku. 間違えた俺。多分 I read it wrong. Let me see. Shinanyaku. It is shinanyaku. Oh, Igoshi. Nanyaku. Oh, okay. Maybe it's not Shinanyaku, but just Nanyaku and Igoshi is together. Or maybe I'm just freaking just off. Let me put it in with kanji. Shinanyaku. Oh, Yubi. Oh, okay. Orimashita, Keigo, Vietnam flashbacks. Why is it Vietnam flashbacks? That's right, that's Yubi. That makes sense. Okay. So Eagle Shinanyaku. Let me put everything in together and see what it parses. So Eagle is Eagle, that's fine. And then Shinanyaku is this one, yeah. Okay. So now it picks it up. So Eagle is completely separate, that's fine. Shinanyaku, instructor. Well, I mean, yeah, it makes sense, right? But I didn't. Fuck. Shinanyaku, I've never heard that. So southern pinky or southern finger roll, I guess. Shinanyaku. Thank you, Arthas, for that. She is a word. Shinanyaku is a word. Fair enough. Sacrificial jizo. Keigo scars you for life. Yeah. Especially if you have to use it. It's kind of cool though, because it like in the period dramas, it's kind of cool to hear the different kinds of Keigo and how Keigo changes over the year. But anyway, so there was one other Go instructor for the emperor or prince, apart from myself. ある日、彼が大きに進言したのです。So again means word. 進言, I'm not sure. Let's figure it out. So one day, これやな. Advice. Okay. Counsel. Proposal. So proposal is probably what we'll use here. So ある日彼が大君に進言したのです. So one day he made a proposal to the emperor. 大君、囲碁指南役は一人で十分. Look at his fucking scheming, conniving bitch-ass face. Don't worry, the family-friendly tag is not on. So, Emperor. One Go instructor is plenty. You know. 対局にて私有対局にて私有を決勝者の身をお召しください. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff I don't know, and even Keigo I don't know, but お召しください comes is a Son Keigo conjugation. So he's speaking to someone higher up than himself. So お召しください. But I don't know what it means. Let's find out. 対局にて主を 決勝者をのみをお召しください. So obviously we know the ただいまようこそお帰りっていうか give me the honor kinda. Oh, お召しください. Okay, cool. We'll look it up too, but like not because I don't believe you, just because I want to add it to a vocab list. But that's awesome. Thank you. So we already know the proposal is like, let's have us play a game and have the winner, you know, be your tutor. But this is, let's see. Taikyoku is just a match, right? Nite. I don't know what the nite is here. Or if taikyoku ni, if it's particle ni, I don't know what the te is here, but tesh, I don't know. So let's look it up. Shiyu. I don't know if this is a word, but Shiyu. Fingers, please. Shiyu. But now we have to look at the kanji. Nandeshitakke? It was the first one. Why did I exit out? No. Okay, you know what? Enter. This one. Victory and defeat. Strengths and weaknesses. Interesting. This seems like a really interesting word. Shiyu. Taikyoku ni te Shiyu o Keshosha. Keshosha means, so this is the kanji to decide. And then Shosha is like victor, I guess. So we have a battle between the two of us, and the victor no mi o. The mi here can mean like flesh or something, but I'm not really sure. Keshu nomi o. Okay, nomi, not no mi, but nomi. Okay. Keshosha nomi. So this nomi means like that's it to that extent. It's like only having the victor remain. That makes more sense. So nomi is like a, what's the thing? A cutoff thing. Like, you know, like, so このビルに入る人は20歳 you know 20歳以上のみの人です I guess. I don't know, that's probably a really weird sentence, but like the only people that can enter this building are adults basically, so that's a nomi, I guess. Okay, nite works like de more formally. Oh, sokka, I never knew that. Very cool. So Ishikadasai is probably, please only keep the winner. Yeah. Let me kudasare. But yeah, let me formally translate it. But yeah, it's like, please only keep the victor between the victory and defeat. Yeah, so between us basically. Summoning, calling. It seems like it would be summoning, right? Like seduce, to call for, wear, put in, ride, buy, eat, drink, catch. So basically, yeah, keep only summon the victor, or basically, I guess, yeah, basically keep the stronger one, right? へえ、それで、やったんだろう？どっちが勝ったの？勝ったのさ。それで、やったんだろう？どっちが勝ったのさ。So like, so, is that so? So y'all, I really love this. It looks like he's wearing like eyeliner, but he's definitely not, right? But, oh, so y'all played. So which one of y'all won? He's asking. Hikaru's asking. 盤面合格で対局は進み. So 盤面合格で対局は進み. So on the board it was even, and the match, you know, played on. みんなの視線が注がれる中、みんなの視線が注がれる中、私だけがそれを目にしたのは本当に偶然でした。Okay. So again, I have the background of knowing the story of this, well, manga, but it's basically like みんなの視線が, so 視線? Let's figure it out. 視線. So basically, it was only by chance that I even saw this happening under everyone's noses, I think, but let's make sure. 視線. One's light of sight, one's gaze. So みんなの視線が sosogareru naka. Sosogareru. So it probably comes from sosogu. To concentrate. So to fix one's eyes. So while everyone was when their gaze was fixed. Sosogareru naka. Minna no shisen ga sosogareru. What was shisen again? I literally forgot. Okay, so when everyone's line of sight was, affixed somewhere. Like during that time. 私だけがそれを目にしたのは本当に偶然でした。So the fact that only I saw it, manisuru, that I saw it, was really quite a coincidence. Did I add this word? Sorry. To pour. I don't know if I'll keep it. I don't know. Fine. Everyone was only looking at the board. Yeah. Gotta love all those catch-all keigo verbs that can mean a ton of things. That's right. Yeah. Keigo is, basically. So it's only a fact, guzen, a coincidence I saw. Look at this beautiful photo. Fuck. Okay. Kare no. What? Goke. I don't know what this phantom character is, but Kare no goke no naka ni shiroi ishi ga hitotsu majitte ita no desu. So Kare no goke no naka ni shiroi ishi ga hitotsu majitte ita no desu. So in his goke, in his go bowl, there was a single white stone mixed in. Sacrificial Jiso, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Pride. I appreciate it. Right? Isn't that right? Reba Sai Cry is 100% on point. Oh, fuck me. Okay. What is this one? Metta. So this means like many, the second one, but I don't know what this one means. Metta, number 4, right? Thoughtless, excessive and moderate, unordinary, usually common. So I remember this from the manga. It's like it's not an uncommon thing, I think was the meaning. So thoughtless, reckless, careless, rash, seldom, rare. So in this sentence it would be mettani. Okay, yeah, with negative verb. Perfect. So mettani nai is this one because the negative verb here is arimasen. When it's shortened in when it's put in casual speech, arimasen becomes nai. So mettani takes particle ni and then add with the negative verb nai. Mettani nai means seldom or rare. That's cool. I love these little moments. They're so cool. Mettani nai koto de wa arimasu ga. So it's not super rare. But mare ni 対局者の意思が紛れ込んでいるの紛り込んでいることがございます So another kenjogo verb of aru, arimasu, ございます So it's not unusual that one player's stone might be mixed into another player's bowl basically がございます突然それを勝負突然それは勝負に関係がないのですから So most like 当然突然じゃなくて当然 Of course that has nothing to do with the actual game So that's why it's not a big deal, right? 意思が混じっていましたと告げI don't know what tsuge means, but we'll come back to it. と告げ相手の合計に戻すだけの話です So you would just the player that found a mixed color stone in their bowl would just say this was in my bowl and then return it to their opponent's go bowl, right? それをあのためは違うそれはあのためものそれはあのものは一瞬の隙の隙をついて 白自分の上げ浜にしたのです。So, first you have to look up not ketsu, tsuge. Tsuge, 1 second. Is like rarely ever. Yeah, that's right. What was it? Metta ni nai. So, rarely ever. That's right. So let's see. What about tsuge? Let's find out. And we'll get to the English one too. I just haven't looked at it yet, but we'll go back and double check and read the English one too. Tsugeru, to tell, to inform, to announce. So probably to announce here. Transitive verb, tsugeru. Okay. So, 石が混じっていましたと告げ. So, 告げ, if you leave, this is formal writing, and I guess formal speech too, but if you just conjugate the stem and then put a comma normally, it means like the same thing as like te form. So like, it would be like the same as tsugete, but if you leave it at tsuge and then go on, it's just like a more polite. I don't know why, it's kind of confusing, but so you read it as like 石が混じっていましたと告げ and then take a pause and then go on. 相手の語形に戻すだけの話です。それをあの者は一瞬の好き. What is 好き? Is it like schema? Like hesitation or like opening? Yeah, 好きだらけ, right? You hear that a lot in like it's not this one, I guess. It would be, yeah, interval. Yeah. Opportunity, weak spot, ski. And again, it's in katakana for some reason, even though it's a Japanese word. Ski o tsuite, so he takes a pause, I guess. Opportunity takes, and then he puts the stone into his own capturer. Agehama is where you put your captured stones, right? So it basically changes the score by 1. Agehama, 試合中に囲んで取った相手の石. So yeah, basically means the stone, your opponent's stone that you've surrounded during the game. Agehama, so prisoners. It means prisoners. ずれしたんだ. So he cheated, thought Hikaru to himself. Okay, this is a good time to pause and go back. Your scores on the social studies test were absolutely abysmal. That's why you're getting another one today. What? No way. Okay, everyone, put your books away. Darn, this sucks. Russell. My head hung over a guy shindo. I feel so groggy. I guess it's left over from what happened yesterday. Yeah, it was, buddy. How can I take a test in this condition? Questions about history? Gasp. I told you not to come out, he shouts to the room. Is there a problem, Hikaru? Oh, look, they put the same amount of dots this time. Excuse me, this is where, she's being a homie, but also rats on Hikaru, but Hikaru's not feeling well today. He fainted yesterday, and an ambulance took him to the hospital. No way, that's so cool. You got to ride in an ambulance? Okay, everyone, back to your seats. It's all your fault, is Hikaru thinking to Sai. I told you, don't talk to me unless I talk to you first. My consciousness is mine. I'm not letting you have it. Wataranai, like my heart is my own. But I was only trying to... Got it? Yes. So, what's your name anyway? I'm Fujiwara no Sai. Weird name. Again, don't say that to people. Common sense. Hikaru, please. 5-head. 4-head. I get my Twitch memes mixed up sometimes. Weird name. What's your story? Lo and behold. During the Heian period, so from 794 to 1185, I held a position in the capital as the Go instructor to the emperor. What was the capital in the Heian period? What was the word for capital, more importantly? I don't want to go back. Shuto? Right? Let me see. It's not the word they used, but... Shuto is like the capital of the state, it looked like. Miyako. Thank you. Miyako. Okay, so we'll look up the period. Does anyone know the capital during the Heian period of Japan? Heian Jidai no Miyako. Why does... Okay, so the first thing that comes up when I type in Heian Jidai no, it came up with Bijin. You can't see. But why would it come up with Bijin? Okay. Miyako wa doko? Ask Google. Yomine. Why did I type this in Japanese? I mean, I guess yes, it's to learn Japanese, but like I can't read this result. Kyoto. I guess. So this was in Kyoto, right? If I'm wrong, someone correct me, of course. But if it was Kyoto, why didn't they give Sai Kyoto Ben accent? Now I'm mad for a different reason. Anyway, go instructor to the emperor. We knew this. Heian period. Go instructor. Sai, or not Sai, but Hikaru is having a time. It was such a happy time for me. I was able to play Go every day. In addition to myself, there was one other Go instructor. One day, he approached the emperor with a suggestion, an evil plan. Sir, I believe you have only... I don't know why I'm making him British, I'm sorry, but... Sir, I believe you have need for only one Go instructor. Let us play a game to decide who will keep his position. Who shall keep his position? I see. So who won the game? The game was dead even. Everyone's attention was drawn to the board. It was only by mere chance that I saw it... ... Not chance, like look at these freaking eyes, they'll catch anything. A single white stone lay in my opponent's go bowl. To have your opponent's stones mixed in with your own is highly unusual. Ah, sokka! It is highly unusual. Whoops. It's not unusual. But on occasion it has been known to happen. Let's go back to the Japanese real quick. Okay. Meta ni nai koto de wa arimasu ga. So, de wa arimasu ga. Okay, so it is kind of rare, but 稀に対局者の意思が紛れ込んでいることがございます. So it is extremely rare, but there is sometimes that it happens that there is a stone mixed in. Yeah, it has been known to happen. This, of course, has nothing to do with the gameplay. A player need just explain the situation and return the misplaced stone to his opponent's go bowl. However, that scoundrel, Heiankyo, Kyoto? Yeah, it seemed like Kyoto when I googled it. To be honest, Kyoto was the first city that came up, so I just went with it. Heiankyo, so. Heiankyo is ancient Kyoto. So nanya. I didn't know that, thank you, chat. But that scoundrel, Anomono, he waited for an opportune moment. Ah, okay, so he didn't hesitate. He waited for the opportune moment, and then he placed the stone in with his prisoners. You mean he cheated? Just so, Hikaru, just so. And that's where we are so far. Okay. 私が声を上げかけたとき So when that moment when I not raised my voice, but I tried to, say something about it. そうなった今そうなったうわ昔言葉全然知らないなそうなった今is what side. So sonata is probably like if we know the word donata from keigo, which means whom, right? Like donata sama, dochira sama, donata. So like donata kata. Anyway, it's a formal way of saying don't, but like sonata probably means you. It's a polite way of saying you at that time, I guess. Sonata ima. So you just and then exclam, right? How do I make a British accent to a Japanese accent? I'm just kidding. Oiki-sama! Sorry, British people and Japanese people. Oiki-sama! 今5軒に混じっていた黒石を自分の上げ浜にしたな。Oiki-sama! 今5軒に混じっていた黒石を自分の上げ浜にしたな。So, you fucker. Oiki-sama. You just took a black stone that was mixed in your go bowl and put it into your agehama, right? So basically accusing, pulling a gaslight / like reverse card, draw 2, if you will, on Sai, accusing him of doing the very same thing that he actually just did. Bah! Na? Wait, no. Sai has a gentler voice. Na? 見ていたぞみんなの目が盤上に注がれているのは呪 Minna no me ni fuck, I'm so excited to use the voice that I'm like butchering the sentence, sorry. Minna no me ga banjo ni sosogarete iru no o yoi koto ni goke ni majite ita no watashi no ishi o agehama ni shita dewa nai kai. Ah, dewa nai ka. Fuck. Okay. Minna no me ga I know I'm gonna repeat this until I commit to memory. Minna no me ga banjo ni sosogarete iru no o yoi koto ni goke ni majite ita watashi no ishi o agehama ni shita dewa nai ka. So basically, yeah, while everyone's eyes were on the Goban, you took that, you know, for not for granted, but like you thought that was an opportune moment and mixed my stone into your agehama, didn't you? Is what he's accusing. No. Reverse draw 2. Yeah, that was for you, Kels. Side 2 appeared to react correctly to that counter, honestly. Hey, Kelsey. Shmuley. Aw, it's a party. So yeah, Sai's just like, Sai's already like, you know, his brow is dripping with sweat. He's like, what? You can't play that card. It's my card. No. Nani o yu? Nani o yu? Sore wa ima sonata ga yatta koto de wa nai ka. They were using yatta koto de wa nai ka, aren't they? Ha? Ha. Kore wa... Ah, wait. Okay. Kore wa nante tsumaranai iiwake. Ha, what a pitiful excuse. Zawa 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 zawa. So I guess zawa zawa is like unease, or like not unease, but like murmuring, noisily, many people talking. Okay, getting the chills. So it is unease too, huh? I'm remembering things from God knows how many Anki cards, but okay. So everyone, all the ministers are a fuss. Yo, how would it be like being a royal minister at that time, just being forced to watch like hours long match while standing? Like it's just like our retail service jobs in nowadays, right? Also, I just want to say, like, Kilian, your reactions are so pure at the perfect timing. Like, wow. Okay. Migurushi shimare. Migurushi shizumare. Okay. Migurushi shizumare. Sono you na gehita. Sono you na gehita. Koi ga世の前で行われたなど考えたくもない続けるが良い So basically there's a lot of dated speech, and I'm not great at Japanese, but basically, so migurushi is a common word, and it's like unseeming, unsightly. So like, and then shizumare seems interesting. So basically, you know, stop with this embarrassing display, migurushi display, and you know, I refuse to believe that either of you would commit such a heinous act in front of my own eyes. Continue with the match, I think was the translation, but let's make sure. What was the word? Shizumare. That's not right. Shizumare. What is this kanji? Shizumare. Ah, there we go. Okay. So basically, Shizumare is a command, like quiet down, you frickin' upstarts. Migurushi Shizumare. So I guess he was talking not only to the two players, but also to the ministers who were zawa, like just chattering amongst themselves. So Migurushi, it's hard to watch, it's unsightly, shut the fuck up, basically. Shizumare. Sono you na gebita. So basically that underhanded, I don't know what this is, gebi, like heavy snake, gebi. It's not like snake. Look at the second kanji. I've never seen the second kanji in my life. What does the A mean? vulgarity. So gehi or gehin is like the same meaning. It's like underhanded or like crude or crass or yeah, like this basically. Gehi, gebiru, to become vulgar, to coarsen. Gebi. Okay. I mean, hey. そのようなゲビタ I don't know what this タ is. ゲビタ行為が世の前で So yo probably means like myself, but like mighty, you know, like an emperor would say. 世の前で Oh, I think what's his face? What's their face from Hunter x Hunter? That freakish creation in that third arc in the Chimera Ant arc, the Chimera Ant King or whatever, used to say yo, is referring to himself a lot too. So this yo is probably like watashi, but for like higher ups, you know. 世の前で行われたなどと考えたくもない I don't want to believe that such a, you know, filthy thing or a crude thing happened right in front of my eyes. 続けるが良い Like it freaking continue the match. It's a verb? Yeah, and that's the noun form. Sokka, sorry. So it's specifically not the noun form, it's the conjugated form, short form past, and that means it's a ru verb. So gebiru, gebita. So. Mas is stem, so yeah, gebimas, gebita. Thank you. Yeah, so past tense, so I wouldn't believe that y'all did such a dirty thing, basically. Tsuzukure ga yoi. Side notice will be thrown off. Dewa. Haha, so. Kokoro no. Oh, wait. This is Sai. Kokoro no doyo osae kiren nu. This is so weird. This nu. It's like an ancient archaic conjugation. It's like negative conjugation. So. Kokoro no doyo osae kirenu mama. Osae kirenu mama. So like, what does doyo mean? Doyo. That's probably not the right one. That's not the right one. That's not the right one at all. Doyo. So this means like hataraku, I think. So movement. So like beating. Doyo. Palpitations. I guess. This one. Shaking, trembling, pitching, rolling, oscillation, disturbance, unrest, agitation, excitement, commotion. So yeah, palpitations. So being unable to, so osaeru, to block off, to curtail, osaeru, and so osae kireru is to finish osaeruing, you know, so to finish blocking off. So it's saying, Sai is saying, kokoro no doyo o osae kirenu. So like being unable to fully recover, you know, to stop my heart from trembling, I guess. And then mama means that certain state of being. So like while being unable to stop my heart from, you know, trembling, like in that moment, like continued state of being. Watashi wa makemashita. So that whole time he was unable to do so and he lost. Trigger warning for taking one's life. 私の魂が成仏な I don't know. I love the sweat on that one. Like, yeah, fuck, that was close. Yeah. This fucking scoundrel is like, ooh, fuck, I got away with that. Hell yeah. Okay. 私の魂が成仏 Let me read the kanji. I say read the kanji. Let me look at the kanji so I recognize it when it auto puts it in. Jobutsu. Butsi. It was the first one. Attaining Buddhahood, becoming Buddha, entering Nirvana, going to heaven, resting in peace, dying peacefully. Ooh. Ma, Hikaru no go vocab. 私の魂が成仏などでき Oh, I missed this one. Shoot, sorry. This one comes after this one, forehead. Yeah, I missed a panel. You're right. Okay, so 私は負けました says Sai. 探しごまかしを 酒しごまかしをしたという。読めね。Sorry, I can't read from the 汚れ. So it's the same. yeah, 多め from 汚染 pollution. Okay. Kanji Garden reviews. Hell yeah. Okay. 探しごまかしをしたっていう多めまでついて都を追い出された私に生きる術はありません。2日後に自炊したのです。So this means enter in water, so like drowning. But okay, so sakashi is like pitiful, maybe? I don't know. That's a guess. Sakashi. Clever, smart alecky, cheeky. It feels like the wrong vibe. Cheeky gomakashi, so the cheeky cheating, not being able to get over the cheeky cheating. Sakashi. Sakashi gomakashi o. This is, I don't really understand this or like how to phrase it or parse it, so I don't know how to say it out loud. Shita to you ome made tsuite. Like this is hard for me to read. Shita to you ome made tsuite. So ome means like, so o here means dirty and the me part means like name, like meishi no me, namae me. Ome made tsuite miyako oida sareta. Oh, okay. So basically, I remember this from the English translation, so it's kind of cheating. But basically, Sai, whose name had been sullied from the accusation, right? The false accusation. Oida sareta was exiled. Watashi ni ikiru sube wa arimasen. So I don't know what sube means, but it probably means like ryu sube. Fuck. Sube. Shutsu. Huh? Wait. Ikiru sube. It looks like ryoko? I don't know. Hang on. There's some... Yeah, it looks like this one. Means? Oh, okay. No means to survive. Oh, okay. Because he was a Go instructor, right? He had that taken from him. So literally, he had no means to survive. To support himself. Make a living. Ikiru sube wa arimasen. 2日後、juicy. Juicy. I don't know how to read this. It's haidu and water. So water, yeah. So let's look up drowning because I don't know how to read it. Drown. Drowning. Fuck my life, sorry. New ka, of course. It's haidu and new, of course. So it's not G, it's but it's not. This is totally G. Jusui. I mean, I guess suicide by drowning. Anyway, jusui. I don't really want to remember that word, so I won't, but jusui shita no desu. Okay. Now back to this. Look how beautiful this art is. I mean, beautifully tragic, of course, but... Okay. 私の魂が成仏などできませんでした。できましょうか What? 私の魂が成仏などできましょうか Huh? So my soul? できましょうか Oh, so like, shall I, I wonder if my soul can find peace or like reach nirvana, I guess. Dekimashouka is not like, shall we make something or create something or do something. It's like, I wonder if my soul could find peace. 私はもっと囲碁が打ちたかった. I wanted to, wow, I have goosebumps even though I totally know this story a lot. Okay. I wanted to play more and more Go. I kind of butchered that. The feeling is more intense than that, how I translated it. It must be an irregular ending. Yeah, old reading probably. Beautifully tragic. That was my high school nickname. Damn, Kelsey, way to cut through the mood. I love it. Oh, I already read this one. じゃあお前 he still says お前じゃあお前幽霊みたいなもんか Wow, I read that like a Osaka that like 幽霊みたいなもんか I guess, but じゃあお前は幽霊みたいなもんか So like, are you like a ghost then? Yes, はい Yes. 成仏できぬ私の魂はその5番に宿り遥かな年をとって違う遥かな年を経て一人の子供の声を聞きます So my soul was unable to find peace and thus Yatori took refuge inside the Goban. What does Yatori mean? That's not right. Yadori. Yado is like an inn, right? So Yadori is like I type in Yadori. Lodging, abode, shelter. Yeah, took shelter within the Goban. But it's a noun. Yadori suru? Interesting. Yadori suru. So it took shelter within the Goban. Haruka na toshi o tote. Heto. Fuck. Hete. Why do I keep reading it as to? Haruka na toshi o heto. Hete. But what's the kanji? Hete. So Haruka means far off, right? And then toshi is year. Hete. Kanji no options. Kunai na. Wait, is that the right kanji? Hete. It is the right kanji. Yeah. Through by where via. Oh, okay. So okay, via the next thing that's gonna be said. So until a far off year, when via one child whose voice I heard. Maybe I got the speaker and the listener wrong in that, but we'll see. Thank you for the follow, Daniel 123872234. Hopefully that's not like your social security number or anything. I'm just kidding. I don't think social security numbers start with 1, but anyway, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Pride. It's lovely to have you. But yeah, welcome. Okay, so basically until one person was able to see or hear the voice, I think, or until Sai heard the person's voice. Let's go back and find out actually. So we're catching up. I saw what you just did. You put an extra stone in with your prisoners, and Sai's just equally, what? I saw you. Everyone else was looking at the board, but I saw what you did. You had one of my stones in your go bowl, and you slipped it in with your prisoners. What are you saying? That's just what you did with the white stone. Ha! A pitiful excuse. Mumble. Silence. Enough. I refuse to believe that either of you would commit such an ugly offense in my presence. Now, on with the game. Hehe. On with the game indeed. Upset with the turn of events, I was unable to calm myself down. Okay. I lost the game. To add insult to injury. Oh, okay, let me see. To add insult to injury. Sakai gomashi o shita toyu yome made ni tsuite mo tsuite. Okay. So it's not really to add insult to injury in the Japanese one. It's just saying, in addition to this fact. To add insult to injury, my reputation was irreparably tarnished. I was banished from the capital for my alleged treachery. With no other skills, no way or reason to live, 2 days later I threw myself into the river. Would my soul be allowed to depart this life and enter nirvana? No. My yearnings were strong. I wanted to play more Go. Hikaru, that means you're a ghost. Forehead. Yes. My spirit was trapped within the Goban. It seemed like an eternity until one day I heard a child's voice. Okay, so Sai was the one who heard the voice of the child. Yes. Okay. Kodomo no koi o kikimasu. Yeah, so I heard I hear a child's voice. Kono Goban no let me read it once to myself. Kono Goban no kono shimi? この5番のこのシミが他のそうこの5番のこのシミが他の誰にでも見えぬっていう見えぬっていう Why is there an end quotes here? Anyway 誰その流した誰その流した Wow, this is so hard to read. 誰それ流したシミだの I can't read this, it's too small, but シミだのようなこのシミがなぜに私にだけは見えるのだろう Okay, so basically this dude who will know as Shusaku Torajiro is saying like what is shimi? It's basically the same thing that Hikaru is going through, but like why is it that only I can see this thing, I presume? Stain, shimi. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Why is it I in one? Oh, I was the color, it's like the indigo color. Okay, shimi, stain. Yeah. So, why can't anyone else see the stain on the Goban? Dare zono. What is why is it zono? Dare zono. That's not right. Zono? No. I don't know. If y'all have an idea, please tell me, but namida. Soka. Tears. If only I knew the kanji forehead. That's perfect. You're right. Perfect. Thank you so much, Arthas. You're saving me here. Okay. Dare zono nagashita namida no yona kono shimi ga. So it looks like tear stains, not blood stains, but tear stains. Naze ni watashi ni dake ga mieru no daro? Why can only I see it? Koyo. Huh? Koyo. So child. Oh child. Koyo. Watashi no nagashita kuyashi namida. Namida. Kuyashi namida ga mieru no naraba. そなたの心の片隅に私の心を住まわせておくれ。住みわせておくれ。Okay. Wow, it's not even asking, it's just like please. It's an endeavor, but okay, so oh child who can see if you are able to see, you know, my frustrated tears spilled on the goban. Perhaps in your heart there's a corner. Katasumi? Yeah, maybe a corner. Katasumi? Katasumi? Corner nook. A corner or nook within your heart. Within your heart that perhaps my consciousness, my heart can, you know, you allow me to live in the nook in your heart, which may surely exist because you can see the frustrated tears that I've spilled on this goban, I guess, is what Sai is saying. And we'll read the English one, obviously. Okay. Okay. 子供はごいち. Oh, that's a cool noun. Okay. 子供はごいちらを目指していたので、okay. ごいちを目指していたので、喜んで私に身を委ねました。Okay, so the child was already aspiring to be a goichira, so a go player. What's goichira? It must be a dated term because gokishi is what we use now to refer to a professional go player. But go-uchira, I've never heard before. Go-uchira. Go player. There you go. Go-uchi. Where's the ra? Did I misread that? Oh no, I hallucinated a ra, but there's no ra, it's just goichi. Darezono, so maybe an accent. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Maybe an accent. So, the child was already aspiring to be a Go player, so he happily accepted me. Well, he happily gave up his flesh. Is literally the translation. Mio yudaneru is to surrender one's flesh, I guess, but it basically means let Sai, be within him, I guess. そして私は私自身の望むまま囲碁を打つことができたのです。So, thus I was able to play my, go as I pleased, basically. お城語を打つ第一人者となった彼は OK 大城ってなんや I wonder what 大城 means. Let's find out together. 大城Enrique. Oshiro. It was his name, I guess? No, that's different. Oh, my bad. Hang on. It's not O, it's just O. Oshiro. Okay. Huh? Sorry, y'all. Reading the kanji I don't know is pretty difficult, even with the furigana. Oshiro. Or recognizing it. Nine. Oh, it was the second one. Okay, sorry. Oshiro. This one. The complicated looking one. It's a name, after all. Is it? Wait, the honorific? Oh, it is the honorific O. So yeah, if you all know, there are words in... Yeah, you're right. There are words in Japanese that have honorific, like odenwa, okane, so many. For example, onaka, so on and so forth. And the kanji for that O is actually the first one. You're right. Yeah. Very cool. And then shiro. So what does the shiro mean then? Castle. Okay, yeah. So O shiro is the castle. Holy shit, yo. That was clutch. O shiro. Okay, so the castle. But the O is the honorific O, but they put it with kanji because I guess it's the ghost. It's Sai speaking, so it's dated. But O shiro go o utsu daiichi ninsha. So the castle games, right? I think. So So he was the first to play in the castle or the castle games? I'm not sure. Oh, he was the best player. Daiichi. Okay, you're right. That makes sense. So Daiichi Ninsha would probably be like the top player in the castle of all who played Go. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. So he was the first person who... No, he not the first person, but he became the top player in the castle. That's right. Thank you. 不幸にも34歳の若さで流行り病にかかり So unfortunately, literally unfortunately, disfortunately, at the age of 34, 流行り病, so maybe like the plague. Epidemic, yeah, plague. Topical, sorry. Hayari yamai ni kakari, so he fell to the plague, or he came down with the plague. 彼の名は本人坊周作 more chills. 彼の名前は本人坊周作いい人でした He was a good person. His name was 本人坊周作 and he was a good person. 本人坊周作誰だか知らねえが So fucking impetuous. This is such a brat. 誰だか知らねえが俺が見た5番の血はそいつのものだったわけか Okay. So 誰だか知らねえが So I don't know who that is. But 俺が見た5番の血はそいつのものだっ ったわけか. So it was his blood I saw in the Goban, is what he was saying. Honin no Shizaku, never heard of him. Shut up, Erudite. Even with your kappas. で、俺にまた乗り移ったのはまだ5を打ちたいわけ. See, this wake is like another. So the same wake was in hiragana here, but here it's in katakana. So basically, で、俺にまた乗り移った乗り移ったのはまた囲碁を打ちたいわけ. So is the reason that you possessed me, you got in me. Like nori itsusu is like this itsusu is to move, right? And nori is to come aboard, to ride, so basically just like possess me basically, but non-demonic possession. So the reason that you possessed me was because you still wanted to play Go? Is that what it is? Yes. なぜなら私はまだ. And if you're asking why, it's because 神の一手を極めていない. 神の一手を極めていない. I haven't played the divine move yet. 極める. Fine. To decide, to clinch, to persist, to always do, take for granted, to dress up, carry out successfully. Okay. To carry out successfully a move in sports, a pose in dance, to succeed in doing is the verb we need. Kiwameru. Different kanji though. This is kimeru kanji, to decide, and then kiwameru would be to carry out, to master the divine move. Sorry, I was wrong. It's not this one, but kiwameru is to master. Naruhodo. Shizuka, never heard of him. I only know Torajiro. If you think about it, it is guaranteed that Hikaru will at some point in his life play the divine move. Why is it guaranteed? So let's catch up. My spirit was trapped within that Goban. It seemed like an eternity until one day I heard a child's voice. Why can't anyone see these stains? This go board appears to be stained with so many tears, but no one can see them. Sweet child. If you can see the stains of my wretched tears, then perhaps you have some small space within your soul to house my own. Oh, that's a good phrasing. Damn, these translators are on point. The child was an aspiring Go player. He happily allowed me into his soul. My greatest desire was fulfilled. I was allowed to play Go once again. The child eventually became the best Go player of the Edo period. Nice translation, Arthas. Unfortunately, he died a feeble and sickly death at the young age of 34. Why can't you say he just came down with the plague? Why do you have to say feeble and sickly death? That's so traumatic. Like, his name was Honinbo Shusaku. He was a very good person. Honinbo Shusaku, huh? Never heard of him. So the bloodstains on the Go board must have been from him. Since you've come back to the real world through me, I suppose that means you still want to play Go, huh? Yes, I still have not accomplished my goal. I have yet to play the divine move. Let me see. Wait, if you click 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so there's a lot more than I thought there would be, because it covers the full, the full first volume is pretty long, I guess. So we won't actually do everything. This seems like a good place to end it. The storytelling, anyway. The manga reading at the divine move. So what page is this in the manga? Yet to play the divine move. I wish I'd say the page numbers, but I guess, oh, it does say the page numbers here. Page 26. If y'all join the Discord, if you're in the Discord, and under idea for Japanese streams, if you have any ideas, please let me know. And the resources for where I'm reading these online are here. For the Japanese one, I think the first 14 volumes, I think, are free to read. It's called Tachinomi. So let me show you the page to make you believe me. So this is the website. I'll link it here if you want it. And there's a culture, similar in America too, but like we can go to a bookstore and just read in the bookstore, you know? So it's the same idea. Muryo tachinomi tachinomi-chan. So muryo means free, and then tachiomi is, you know, standing and reading, even though you're not standing. That vibe is the same if you go to like a convenience store. There's gonna be like magazines and stuff. As long as they're not like individually wrapped with plastic, you're allowed to read whatever's there for free. And people do it. It's not like shunned or looked down on at all. So yeah, so we have like a bunch of volumes. I don't actually think it'll be there forever too, though. It looks like, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But we're on page 26 out of like hella pages, right? Actually, I wonder if we can see it here. What's the last page that we can go to? 57. So we're about halfway through the first volume, which is cool because we have, according to the index, okay, so game one is like the chapters, I guess, individual chapters, but according to the index, we have reached, you know, I translated the index earlier on, but anyway, that's what we are at. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, anytime, Kilian. So whomst shall we raid? Because raiding is important. John has raided me today, so that means probably that John isn't streaming. Let me go to Twitch and double check for sure. Yeah, so there's a Japanese printmaking thing. I know this person's like pretty famous in terms of like he physically makes woodblock prints and everything, like by hand. So let's raid this person, I think. And they're really big channel, I think. But it seems cool, right? Japanese stream idea, translate all of the Pokemon anime. Yo, put it in the Discord. But yeah, let's go on the raid. And yeah, it's Lion Guy Sai.